Progressive Era took place between the 1890s and the 1920s. It was a time of social activism and political reform. The newscast brought to you today displays the issues of the politics during this era. Good morning, and welcome to the Progressive News of the Progressive Era. It is December 11th, 1893, and it is 78 degrees here in sunny San Diego. Other news stations have been reporting on issues with cities and the workplace, the environment, and our society. So this week, we decided to send out our best reporters to find out more about the current political situation in the United States. We sent our lead muckraker, Erin, to the streets to find out more.
Hello, my name is Erin Tavernall, and I have made it my mission to find the stories that no one has seen. Recently, I've heard reports on the streets of political corruption. After much digging, I found that many of these rumors are true, and so I found some citizens to tell their stories and what they know of today's political corruption. I'm here with Monique, who has been directly affected by the corruption in the government. Monique, can you tell me a little more about that?
Yes. At the local level, a typical businessman is engaged in corruption. Everywhere, good people are being taken advantage of by the corrupt, higher-up individuals. Even worse are the issues on the national level, where senators aren't even being elected by people. They're being elected by the rich. And then they go and give jobs to those rich people who have absolutely no qualifications to be in the government. The government says it does not want to interfere with private business, but those private businesses are taking over the economy and the government itself.
So, because big businesses are supporting the government, this causes high tariffs. How does this affect you?
Well, they're growing. We have several regiment changes in the government, and each of us has had their own opinion. Some presidents have the tariffs. Some, like Grover Cleveland, don't. I don't have the money to spend on tariffs when I am trying to buy food.
Thank you very much. Now I want to talk to another citizen about how he has had to deal with political machines and bosses. Political machines are political groups in which a political boss commands the support of business and campaign workers. A political boss leads the machines and controls votes. So Robert, how have political machines affected your life and the lives of those around you?
Those machines are the center of the corruption of America. They are the cause of voter fraud, patronage, kickbacks, and bribery. They control my life at work because they are in charge of everything there.
And would it be alright if I asked you who some of those bosses were?
Yes, I'd personally like to call out William Maynard Tweed, who told me, as long as I count the votes, what are you going to do about it? I can guarantee you that him and his ring have stolen at least $20 to $400 million. Thank goodness for people like Thomas Nast, who make cartoons about people like Tweed, and I hope that they bring about their downfall.
That's horrible. I hope these criminals are caught. Back to Marcella for some more information.
Thank you, Erin. Political machines and bosses are not helpful to our society. This just in, Tweed and the Tammany Hall machine have been arrested. This must be the beginning of the end of political machines. Now that this powerful party has been taken down, hopefully reformers will get the government to introduce civil systems to replace party patronage. Hopefully we will also gain direct democracy so as to aid in ending the corruption in politics. Anyways, that's all for this morning. Tune in tomorrow to hear more about this Tweed ring scandal and how the government is about to be reformed. Marcella Archambault, signing off. After this was recorded, reforms in the government did indeed take place. Reforms included the 16th Amendment, which imposed income tax, and the 17th Amendment, which caused direct election of senators. The muckrakers played an extremely important role in exposing corrupt politicians, and it was thanks to them that the reforms were made.